Hello, I'm so glad you've joined for another weekly update from Tollfield Alliance Church. I want to tell you a little bit about our weekend gatherings. We still are able to gather for weekend services and will continue to have a Saturday evening service and a Sunday morning service as long as two services are required to accommodate our attendance. Now, the current health directive asks people to minimize contact with people who do not live in the same household, and this may reduce our combined attendance. If so, we may move back to a single service on Sundays, and I will update you of any change of that through the weekend updates. We will also continue to put worship playlists and weekend teaching messages online. I want to tell you a little bit about some Thanksgiving. I know this pandemic is a difficult time that affects each one in the congregation, and there are many headlines that discourage. Yet this week I found myself being very thankful for the many blessings we enjoy. Here's a few things I'm thankful for. First, I am so thankful for our church. There's a wide range of opinion about COVID and about masks, but our congregation has demonstrated a high degree of cooperation with the guidelines that we've been given by our health and provincial leaders. And so I want to thank you for honoring those who lead us and for taking these measures to protect one another. And as I'm thankful for our congregation, I know that even though some have been affected financially by COVID, our church has continued to give faithfully towards the support of a local congregation and towards global missions. This week I've been thankful for the warm weather. I've really enjoyed this as I've been walking between my home and the church. I'm also thankful for technology that helps us connect when we cannot gather in the way that we would like. Technology has allowed us to send out regular updates, to put weekend teaching messages online. Pauline and I usually get together with our children in late November to celebrate birthdays, but the new restrictions scuttled our plans this year. Yet, last Sunday we were able to meet online in the afternoon and enjoy some visiting and even playing some games together on Jackbox TV. I'm so thankful for my family and for the technology that's enabling us to connect. Another thing I've been increasingly thankful over this pandemic is music, and I'm making music a bigger part of my life these days. I'm also thankful for God's encouragement through Scripture. During a prayer time this week, I was really encouraged by a passage in Jeremiah that reads in Jeremiah 1 verse 12, "The Lord said to me, 'You have seen correctly, for I am watching to see that my word is fulfilled.'" Throughout this pandemic, we're experiencing all sorts of emotions: sadness, frustration, uncertainty, and many others. But we can hold firmly to the truth that God has a plan that He is fulfilling. A plan He's fulfilling in history, a plan that He's fulfilling in each individual life. And He is watching to see that His word is fulfilled, that His plan is fulfilled. There have been a few changes around our building. I wonder if you've noticed. There's a new tripod on the roof. And we've changed our Wi-Fi providers, and that's going to increase our bandwidth and also reduce our internet costs at the same time. We have a new camera installed in the back of the auditorium, and together these will make it easier to produce video recordings, and once we have it all working well, to even live stream at least the weekend teaching messages. Another upgrade is that the cross on the north side of the building has been repainted and reinstalled with new lighting. So take a drive by sometime in the evening, check that out. A few things about this weekend. One is that we're going to be signing a seamless link agreement with the Ulrichsons. Earlier this year, our Board of Elders agreed upon the wording of a partnership that our church is going to have with the Ulrichson family. But rather than having the official signing during an online service or during the summer when many were away, we decided to give profile to that this coming weekend. So during the service, we're going to outline the features of this partnership, pray for the Ulrichsons, and give them opportunity to update us on their ministry plans. This weekend, I also start the message series called The Obscure Messiah. When we read the Christmas story with the lens of familiarity, we miss details that are obvious to the original audience. This is especially true with the Christmas story told in Matthew 1 and 2. Modern readers give more attention to the visit of the wise men, who are often erroneously transported to Luke's manger scene. Give more attention to them than to the family history or the journey to Egypt and to Nazareth. All of these stories provide important answers to the questions that Matthew's original audience had about Jesus. And these stories help them to embrace Jesus both as a promised and a personal Messiah. The Gospel of Matthew locates Jesus in God's historical plan and helps both ancient and modern readers discover the presence of Jesus in the midst of their not-so-perfect lives. Matthew His life was dramatically changed when he answered Jesus' call to follow him. And through the Christmas story, he invites each reader to consider the call of this obscure Messiah. So over the next 3 weeks, we're going to explore the Christmas story found in Matthew 1 and 2, December 5 and 6, the roots of the obscure Messiah, December 12 and 13, the family of the obscure Messiah, and December 19 and 20, the hometown of the obscure Messiah. We read in Matthew 1:16, Jacob was the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary, and Mary was the mother of Jesus, who is called the Messiah. We'll look forward to this season in which we welcome Jesus, our Messiah. May God's richest blessing be on you. Take care.